Hello and welcome back to Harland is in Danger. My name's Mitch, although some of you might know me as Leroy, and I'm joined today, as always, with my good friend and co-host, Tom.
Hi, I am also here, and excited to be here. It's been a little bit for us. We've already started recording the Forgotten Age stuff, but we wanted to give everyone a quick update on the challenge, as some things have changed since we first released that sheet, and I will probably, as soon as this video goes live, I will probably be updating the sheet so that it's up to speed with what this is. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a quick channel update to kind of check in on how things are going, because I don't know if everyone's quite aware, but when we started the challenge, we didn't mathematically decide kind of everything all at once. We were just like, well, we have enough to get started, let's get started. And then completely forgot that if other people are joining us, they might get sent to other campaigns and then not necessarily know what to do with certain things. So we're tackling those things. Tom and I do meet, sort of screen and kind of hash out and figure it out. But it's usually easier for we're talking about the campaigns that are on our radar that we're currently playing or that are soon to be played or something like that, because then it's a little more fresher. And there's a surprising amount of thought that goes into it.
Yeah.
I found because we have to really think through what are key themes with the campaign, what could we give everybody, but then also add a little challenge to it as well, so there's kind of a give and take. It's not just kicking you when you're down. So yeah, I don't know, apologies for being slow about that, but we are working on it, and here's this video to prove it.
Yeah, and I think we'll probably have a couple more of these come out, maybe not every campaign after every campaign, but maybe after every two or something like that, just to kind of go through some of our thoughts as well. But this is a quick one, so yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next slide so you can kind of see what we're talking about. Okay, so first, some things that we've updated. We have fixed the resolutions that we needed to fix for Night of the Zealot through Forgotten Age. So we're playing Forgotten Age now, and we've made some changes, mostly I think to Dunwich and Carcosa. I don't think we really messed with Night of the Zealot at all. But those will be live as of now, as of this moment, probably. So, yeah.
Well, technically they're live right this moment for us, which is the past for everyone watching this video.
I haven't updated the sheet yet.
Oh, okay.
I've only updated our sheet, so no. They're not live. They're right now for us. People are still playing off the old sheet, so.
Time travel.
Other things that we have updated are the side scenario rewards for playing certain side scenarios. So in the last couple weeks, they've announced the subject 5U21 Susie, and we said, well, crap, if we're going to be able to play with that, or someone wants to play with that, it has to be in Blob. So we had to move around a lot of the side scenarios that you get for the monocolor investigators. So I think now Winifred is Fortune and Folly, Harvey is
War of the Outer Gods.
War of the Outer Gods, thank you.
Stella is what is it? Carnival.
Carnival, that's right. Yeah. So I know I've gotten some people talk to me about hey, why was Stella the Blob? And she's not the Blob anymore. She's not. She's now at Carnival, just doing her.
Yeah, so you were wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong.
She's not in Blob.
Carnival makes more sense, obviously. The other big thing that we've done is we've made Mythos packs for both Edge of the Earth and the Scarlet Keys, and those will be live in the Scarlet Keys and Edge of the Earth sections. And we do have the resolutions, or a draft of the resolutions for Edge of the Earth as well. Again, when we play that campaign, it might change. We might not be thinking the exact same thing as we did today when we went through those right before recording this video.
Yeah, but it's all part of the discovery process, because at some point it'll probably be nice and neat and everything will be sort of figured out. So right now it's nice to just, there has to be breaks, I suppose, if you get sent to a campaign and you're trying to figure out what to do next. But hey, you could also invent your own resolutions in the meantime as well. But yeah, we have some updates for some of those. So before everything is kind of finalized, there is at least an option. Yeah, and then Mythos packs, because that is really cool, splitting up the cards and what you unlock and when. It's an absolute nightmare to do, but it's great that it's there.
Yeah, and the cool thing is too, like when we actually go through and play through those scenarios, or in Scarlet Keys, the I guess we split it up by the whatchamacallit, status reports. We'll be able to, before each of those videos, probably release another video. It's like, here's what's in this Mythos pack.
Yeah, that's fun. It's like unlocking
Yeah,
packs. I
and
miss the pack.
yeah, exactly. So we get to make our own Mythos pack stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then last we have some quick upcoming things that are going to be happening. So the first thing on there is the resolutions for the Scarlet Keys. I thought about doing that now, but the Scarlet Keys CPA is coming up, and I'm going to want to do that. And I just want to play through one more time without spoiling the endings of Scarlet Keys for myself. So, oh, hey, my dog's home. Pup. Next thing, we're going to do some side scenario story assets cost things. So we're going to make probably a sheet. Hi, Dutch. And we'll probably also do some videos just going and breaking down what we want the costs for certain story assets that we get in side scenarios. Probably just little videos that were like, hey, how much should these masks be worth? All right, done. But
yeah.
But the impetus behind that is folks have been playing this in a different order and playing different side scenarios to get different things. And I keep getting messages from folks that are like, hey, what would you price this? And I'm like, here's kind of my thoughts, but I don't know. I haven't consulted
Wait,
Mitch
so
about
where are you
this.
talking with everybody? Because I'm like...
Discord, yeah, mostly on Discord. They find me through Mythos
Is that
Busters.
Mythosbusters?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah. That seems where
Okay.
people are finding me. Yeah, I'm not.
You know what? Okay.
I'm not loud there, but I think people like see my Discord name or my name on the octagon, and they're like, oh hey, that person's in Mythos Busters. I see them sometimes, and then they're like, I'm gonna ask him a question.
Is that in the campaign play along?
Yeah, so that's where I mostly post. Is I mostly
Okay.
do the campaign play-alongs, or sometimes I talk on Card of the Day, but that's about it.
Gotcha. Interesting. Because I'm not usually in Mythosbusters, so I'm like, oh, there's so much dialogue with the community. I don't even...
There's like
Where is everyone?
three dialogues, not so much, but not gonna pretend I'm super popular, but
Decently popular.
I have some friends. Yeah, it's nice. The next thing is we're gonna have some more regular Thursday and solo Saturday videos coming out. I kind of have alluded to some of the Thursday video plans we have. And then for the solo Saturday things, I lost my footage for the campaign play along of Carcosa, so that's a sad and why those aren't up there. But when the next one comes out, I'll start posting those. And you're probably going to be doing the league here pretty soon, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm planning to do the league. Right now, the league is sort of in limbo right now because there was a lot of dialogue about what works want to do next and what that should look like, and there's like kind of two different schools of thought over like what the league should be about. Some people really like the competitive element and like performance and that kind of thing, but there's a handful of people who are like, well, it's just here for like funsies. And so yeah, right now the Discord is kind of we're hashing things out. So once it resolves, I intend to continue in whatever capacity, at least for a campaign. I mean, I don't know. I'm more on the competitive side of it. I like that we have that just because it's kind of like I can play Arkham in other contexts and there's not a competitive element, so it's like this is one that has it, so I kind of like that about it. But yeah, we'll see.
Cool. Well, I still want to see those videos, so hopefully they'll come soon.
Yeah, so whenever that gets finalized, so if you are in the league, maybe you should ignite some more chatter.
Work on that.
Yeah, because as soon as that resolves, I am in, and I'm planning to just record it here on my new setup with my computer and just post it that way. So it should be a little more intuitive than the physical components I was doing before, which is fun, but there's a lot of like cameras and cables and wires. It was sort of like a Serial Experiments Lane, the anime, where it's just like cables connected to everybody and everything.
Okay. Yeah, well, cool. And then last thing for the update, or upcoming, is that we're going to have updated resolutions for Circle Undone through the Innsmouth Conspiracy as we get to them, probably. Like you said earlier, it does actually take a lot of brain power to think of like the thematic tying for all of these campaigns and how they tie together. I think more than we originally anticipated it would take. So, yeah, we're probably just going to do these as we go.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's almost like quasi designer space because you're trying to think of like a lot of balance. You're messing with the mechanics of the game, and it's just odd because it's like pulling from different elements of it, and then it's campaign thematic specific. So yeah, I agree. It's definitely a lot more work than I thought it would be too. But Arkham scenarios, like the campaigns, just end in all sorts of interesting ways. So you have like the different resolutions, but then it's like there's also like almost side stories or sub narratives that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you're trying to account for them in some way. So
Yeah.
yeah. So we're on it. We're trying to keep up with it, but apologies if we're a little slow.
It's. I mean, we're also just trying to, have fun while we're doing this and not get burnt out. So, right? It's.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that's everything we got. Unless you have anything else you want to say.
No, go away.
All right. So we're gonna go play some more Forgotten Age, and hopefully we'll stay alive. And you stay alive too, viewer. And we'll see.
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
We're gonna go put ourselves in danger, but don't you guys do that. Don't follow our example. Don't try it at home.
Don't try this at home. Great. That's what we're ending on.